We're coming up on 2 years since Hurricane Helene swept through the southeast, and countless lives remain shaped by the storm. People often think about the mountains of North Carolina, but the storm reached as far as Atlanta. In fact, in order to make it into the mountains, it had to swipe through Georgia, Atlanta, Augusta, two areas that saw a devastating effect from this storm. This is the aftermath of the near deadly flood in Georgia that one Helene survivor faced along with her husband and their 7-week-old infant at the time. Thankfully, they were rescued from the roof of their car as they fought to escape the floods. And now that survivor is determined to help others with the same kind of struggles and recovery that she'd went through. Joining us to share her story and what she's learned is Helene survivor Elisabeth Anderson. Elisabeth, thank you so much for joining us here on Fox Weather again. It's great to have you on.
Thank you. Good to be on.
So for many viewers out there that may not know your story, Elisabeth, can you take us back to that night where, you know, the rain started as Helene began to lift north into Georgia?
That's right. We were getting a lot of rain, but we were not supposed to get flooding like this. There was no evacuation notice. We were supposed to get a lot of wind, so we prepared for that, filled up the bathtubs, did all the things that you'd know to do. And then water started pouring into our basement, and we decided we needed to leave. That was the time to get out because we actually have a ranch 1-story home, so we did not have a second story to retreat to. So we started driving out of our driveway that you see here. And I guess the sheer amount of rain that we had in such a short time overwhelmed the stormwater system that we have here in Atlanta. And so as we were driving out, a wall of water hit our car, knocked it sideways. You can see we're kind of situated on a hill there. And so thankfully we had a sunroof. We ended up having to climb through that along with our 7-week-old son and our 2 doodles. And we waited there to be rescued. Hopefully, we didn't know if anyone was coming, but they did. God sent his angels to protect us in the form of a swift water team that we now call our heroes.
Absolutely. I mean, what an experience, and one that I'm sure, I mean, it's going to stay with you and your husband, you know, for the rest of your lives.
Absolutely.
Coping through that, right? You've since written a book, you've been journaling, you've dedicated yourself to helping other women overcome the disaster that life can bring at times, you know, certainly natural in other ways. So with that, you know, tell me about the kinds of things that you've wanted to convey. I know you have a children's book that's come out titled
right.
Goodbye Little House. What is it that's something your main message, not only to parents and women, but also to kids going through something like this?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, for kids especially, they grieve at the same time that we do, but differently. And I think it's up to us to shape their reaction around that, and how we respond to it really informs the way that they are going to respond. And so for our children, we shaped it as we're going on an adventure for however long it was until we got back home. And also that home it can change, it can come and go and be in different places, but love that carries you with your family is with you always. For children specifically, that's very helpful. And then just as mothers, you know, it's not all about recovery all at once. It's just taking everything one day at a time and expecting good things to happen through it. And it's really about our mindset and expecting lucky breaks in some cases, and just being positive about it for our kids.
Yeah, and you know, showing yourself a little grace too, because you guys have been through so much. And you know, Elisabeth, talk to me about some of the lessons that you've learned from this. I mean, obviously, you know, writing these stories and helping children, but also to your memoir and helping to let others know that they're not alone in this. But when you look back to your experience, do you do things differently now, especially preparing for hurricane season? You know, maybe just everyday storms too. It's Georgia. It rains in the summertime.
It does. And Yeah, I would say so. I'm a banker by trade. I've been a banker for almost 20 years now. And there are things that I did that I was really glad I did, but there were things that I also didn't do that I wish I had done. And so I came up with a checklist to help people prepare because we all need checklists, especially so we don't forget anything. But a few of those things are, if you have a home, make sure you get access to a home equity line of credit before the storm hits, because when you really do need it is when you're probably not going to be able to get one. I liken it to having a spare tire in your trunk. You hope you never have to use it, but it's there if you need it. The other is, and one other thing I'll say about that too is even if you have insurance, it can take 90 plus days sometimes for insurance to pay out. And so there's going to be a gap between remediation and cleaning up your house to start at a blank canvas to actually rebuilding. And that's one of the reasons we were able to get back into our house more quickly than some folks. So definitely get one of those. They're very low cost. The second thing is make sure you have the right team around you. Don't go with an insurance agent because you've known them forever or you play mahjong with them. Go with them because they are not an order taker and they are proactive in their advice. The second is keep important documents up on a high shelf or somewhere where they won't get wet in a waterproof, fireproof state.
Yeah, all of those things are really important. And I know through your experience, I thought this was interesting. You keep a chainsaw in your attic.
Yes. I had read about that, and I watched the Katrina documentary after everything happened. Actually, weirdly, right before we moved back in our house. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I realized that a lot of people actually went to their attics in order to escape the flooding, and that's how some people died because they couldn't get out. And so I know it sounds crazy, but when you've been through something like we have, in a worst case scenario, you want to be prepared, and we certainly are. One thing I will also mention is if you have access to any sort of app around you, if you have a body of water like a creek or a river, sign up for gauge alerts. So you're not relying on the emergency management system to tell you when to leave. You can make your own decisions ahead of time. And we've done that.
Elisabeth, I think that these are such great tools and pieces of advice for people to take advantage of, especially coming from someone who's been through this experience and, thankfully has come through the other side and has learned those lessons and is paying it forward the way that you are. And I know people can find your book, Goodbye Little House, on Amazon. So just wishing you and your family all of the best as we continue to recover from Helene. It doesn't take just months. It doesn't take just 2 years. It is a long-term recovery, both physically and emotionally and mentally. So thank you for, of course, joining us again here on Fox Weather and sharing your story and your advice. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Have a great day.
You too. That's Elisabeth Anderson, Hurricane Helene survivor and author of Goodbye Little House.